Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the FrostBytez gaming experience, where, boy, do I have a treat for all of us, including myself. So, when I was watching E3 and saw the trailers for Dragon Ball Project Z, also known as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I should say, two games mostly came to my mind. God, I just love the look of this. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? It's so pixelated. Oh, it looks horrible. Oh, it takes me back. Oh, goodness. But anyways, as I was stating, so Dragon Ball Project Z Kakarot. When I saw it, two games came to mind. The first game that came to my mind was Dragon Ball Z Sagas, which had me a little bit worried, but I think it looks a lot better than Sagas, and hopefully it controls a lot better. But the other game that came to my mind was that it looked like a 3D version of the Legacy of Goku games. And so, with that thought in mind, and if you watch my Pokemon run, I do believe I talk about it there, but I thought to myself, you know what? I should probably do that for the channel, because so far the only game I've done for the channel so far has been Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury, the third game of the run, but I haven't done Legacy of Goku 1 or 2, and in reality I probably should go back and play Boo's Fury later on, actually showcase everything you can do in that game. But, my goodness, how long has it been since I played this game? Last time I remember actually playing this game, I was... God, still in middle school at that time, I believe, and I just remember this being one of the hardest games I had ever played, where just about everything could destroy you, no problem. And upon test play of the game, I can definitely concur that everything still kills you in this game. This ain't going to be a perfect run. You're going to see me die probably in this part right here, because everything is so strong, but I found ways around how tough the game can be at points. And so I'll be using that to my advantage in order to actually, you know, play this game. I've never beaten this game. I've never been good enough to actually beat this game. And even then, I've never really gone far out of my way to actually attempt to play it until, well, now, really. Because again, with Project Z coming out, when is it, about like March or so? I figure, you know what, let's go ahead and do the Game Boy Advance versions of these games. Legacy of Goku, Legacy of Goku 2, and Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury. So anyways, it is a top-down, kind of adventure, beat-em-up style game in a sense. A little bit of I shouldn't say there's any RPG elements in with it. I mean, there kind of is, because there are quests that you do, but they're kind of needed in order to beat the game. Once we go and take a look at what we got here, we're already level 2. It shows you how much experience you have, how much you need for the next level, the amount of health points you have, and key points you have. Key is utilized with your Ki Blast. The longer you hold it, you get two things out of it. The more damage it does, the bigger the beam is, and the further it goes. Apparently there is a snake problem in the woods. However, the snakes don't really cause any problems for us. You can actually take out squirrels too, and they do actually give you experience. And we will kind of grind them a little bit, because this game is going to be very grind heavy. And one of the tricks we're going to be using is every single time we gain a new level, we will actually be going in and saving into slot 2, because I'm doing a test play on slot number 1, because I need to make sure I know exactly where it is I'm going. There's no dash ability. This is literally as fast as Goku can go. It can be a little off-putting with how slow the gameplay can be, but, you know, that's just where you expect it to get better the further on we go. But again, these snakes in the area, they don't really do any damage to you. So you can just walk all over them, take them out. The crabs is when it actually starts getting really scary, because these crabs can actually take us out. But we're just going to take care of them from a distance as best as possible to get that juicy experience points whenever we can. However, that one seems to be a little bit far of a reach. Kind of don't want to go and take them on just yet, because I'm not that high of a level just yet. Ooh, snake. How far am I away? Ooh, I'm quite a ways away, actually. Alright, let's find some more snakes, and We'll deal with the snakes and the squirrels in order to then deal with the crabs, in order to then deal with the wolves. It's basically a building block process when it comes to this game. You always want to make sure that you deal with the lower end enemies before you take on the higher end ones. And again, we are going to be looking to die here every so often because of how tough these enemies can really be. These guys, I didn't believe, only give me 5 experience, unfortunately, so it is going to be a while. The way it works with the punch hits, so if you did watch my Boo's Fury run, you'll know every single time you leveled up, you got to choose if you wanted defense, energy, or physical attacks, and depending on what it was you picked, I don't want to deal with the wolf right now. He's going to insta-kill me. Well, we can try. Do a save just in case so we don't lose any of our experience. So the way it works, whenever you die, go back to the title screen and you go from there. Okay, come on. Oh, no, he got to me. No, no. Ah! Come on, we got him. We got him. Easy. Ooh, got the level 3, and we're just going to save it right there just in case anything bad happens. Because we're not that low on health, actually. Higher on health than I thought we would be. But you can't increase certain individual stats. You just really get an increase on your health, your ki, and your attack and energy kind of go up with it, but there's no numerical value put with it, unfortunately, so you just kind of have to guess on how strong you are. There's another wolf up there. We can take care of him. Nope, come on. Come on. It's very tight controls at some points. Alright, let's see if we can take this guy on. So the way it works is whenever you throw a punch, that fist area is your hit box, the hit block. If your enemy runs past it, you're not going to do any damage to it. And the way enemies do damage to you is by going out of the way to stand on top of you. So the way you try and utilize that is, take this wolf for example, you want to try and make sure that your punches are just a little bit, you know, right on their hitbox. Once you're on top of them, your attacks are going to go through them. You're not going to hit them because the hitbox is right in front of where Goku's fists are. And enemies cannot hit you if you're right next to them, but they can only hit you if they are on top of you, up to as far as I've played the game so far. Certain boss fights, when they have their own punching animations, will actually still be able to hit you being right next to you. But animals such as the crabs, the wolves, and pterodactyls that we gotta deal with later on, they can only damage you if they're right on top of you. So make sure that you keep a nice fair distance, because then you can also get more damage onto them that way. And the higher level you get, the easier it is. That crab would have taken about 3 hits for us to take care of him. And we're able to take him out with 1 shot right now. And the reason why you want to go up and deal with that one wolf is A, the experience, but also B, because you get yourself a free sensu bean out of it. So now I believe we're sitting at 3 if we look at our inventory. Yep, 3 sensu beans. We want to hold on to those as much as possible. I believe all inventory space, you only have a maximum of 6 items that you can carry. Individual items, not all at once. And we will be getting to an area. Nice, hit the level 4. We're just going to keep on saving, because every single time you die, when you go back to the main menu and come back, it's just going to warp you to the beginning point of the area you were previously at. But you come back with full health, full ki, and whatever level and experience you had at the time. Oh, we got ourselves an herb. There is an area further on that guaranteed drops us an herb that we can utilize. Let's go ahead and fly over this. Hitting the right trigger gives you the flying ability, but as you can see, you only get a certain number, which increases based on your level, and you can pick up little wings, as you probably saw earlier. There's little wings you can pick up that refills it back to full. Don't really need to utilize it too much. It's mostly for exploration. Up right there in the bottom right, you can see the little wing. Pick those up, refills it all the way back to full. Again, we're not going to be utilizing it too much. You can use it to get some distance between you and the enemy, but if you're really good at keeping distance, you don't have to worry about it too much. Alrighty. And I believe that's all the enemies, so let's go ahead and continue to the next area. So if we were to die now, we will actually find ourselves respawned into this area. We want to go straight up. Now, this might be a bit of a waste in some cases, because we might die, but we do need to pick up 3 stones for one of the quests within this area. And if we talk to this pterodactyl here, apparently something is going on. Someone stole an egg. So, ignoring the fact that these pterodactyls have the ability to actually speak to us humans, we need to go and save this egg. Now, we could use an herb to get ourselves some health right now, but I'm going to save the herb for later, because we are going to need it for a particular kind of mini-boss. You know, and by mini-boss, it's more just like more advanced animals we have to go against, such as the pterodactyl that we need to go against in order to get that egg. Oh, boy. Oh, missed that a bit. Oh, yep. Okay, good. Just go ahead and get the save in, because I'm pretty close to dying here. which again is okay. It'll get us experience. You know, we'll save the experience. We'll save our current level. Get some free energy shots from a distant. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I am literally sitting on 1 health. Next hit, I am donezoed. As you can see in the top of the green bar, which is our key meter, it'll always refill over time, so you don't really have to worry about savoring it too much. See if we can get one more wolf kill. Now, you can hit some items off screen if you get really lucky with it. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm dead. And there we go. With that death, Goku becomes an angel, and that's game over, folks. We couldn't rescue Gohan. Let's continue on from slot number 2, which means we do have to go back and re-get the rocks. No, we do not. Okay, that's a little bit interesting, because when I was doing my test run, when I died, I actually lost all the rocks that I was carrying. It seems... Okay, cool. Hey, I'll take it. You know, if it'll save the fact that I actually did pick up the rocks, it saves me time of having to do it over and over again. But enemies do respawn. Nice. Trying to save as much energy, as much health as I possibly can, but we still need to try and get as much experience as we possibly can. All right, let's go and I can't remember. Oh yeah, over there is a dinosaur, but I might be able to already take it on. This is the part that I always got stuck on as a kid, because across from this is a dinosaur that can do a lot of damage, but I found out in my test play there is an easier way to deal with this. Because once again, like with every other animal, he has to be right on top of you. As long as you get one hit in and then walk away before he can get right on top of you, you don't have to worry about taking any damage. And you just got to make sure you don't get caught on anything as you're doing this. Because if he comes right underneath you, it's an easier target for him to hit. Just go down, come to the other side, get a good amount of distance on him, and just hit him going the other way. Again, did not know about doing this as a kid. I just tried to go straight fisticuffs with the dinosaur, and yeah, lost every single time. Wasn't even close. Now, it's easier to hit him, as you can see, when you're on the left side of him as opposed to the right. For some reason, the hitbox on the right is a little bit jank. So we don't really want to worry about trying to hit him too much when we're running to the right here. We're just trying to get shots whenever we possibly can. As you can see, it just kind of goes right through him. Got to be a little bit closer, so it's easier. Again, you don't want to worry about it too much. You just want to be on the left side, and you mostly go to the right just to get the distance again. It's going to take a good number of hits. But this is the best strategy to use, because if you don't use this strategy, it's got an easier chance of doing damage to you. In fact, the level I'm at, it could probably one-hit me. Got it! Level 5. Easy save. Beautiful. Now, if we want, we could actually go off-screen, come back on-screen, and just level grind it like crazy, but we're actually okay where we're at. Fly right on up here. Got ourselves another wolf. But being at a higher level, it looks like we can now start one-shotting the wolves. Now, there's one more rock we got to go get, because there's a gentleman on the other end on the island over there, and he's like, oh, you know, I would let you fly me over, but flying is too dangerous, so we're not going to do that. Ah, beautiful. All this free experience. Now, they still do a lot of damage to you regardless. I don't think you gain anything as far as defenses go. All you really gain is health. Oh, we got an herb down over there that I'd like to get if I possibly can. Come on. There we go. Let's go ahead and just fly down there. Oh, nope, can't. Certain areas you can fly, certain areas you can't fly. What's the difference between the two? Couldn't tell you. I guess it just mostly depends on what the game feels. That's about the best I can tell you guys. Oh, you think he got a shot on me before I killed him? It's really sad. Okay, I don't think I can get right through here. Just because I'm assuming, based on the look, the darker edges will tell you, hey, you can. This is a no-fly zone, buddy. And we kind of just got to do what the game tells us. If it's a no-fly zone, it's a no-fly zone. We can't get through it. Bummer toots. Alrighty, now somewhere around here should be Tien and Chatsu. And we can talk with them, because just like in Mass Effect, just by talking or looking at things, you can gain yourself experience. One of my favorite things about Mass Effect. Now, apparently this wolf really likes these two, because he's just going to ignore them, and for some reason he has a much higher health. But we'll talk with Chatsu and Tien, because it gives you 500 experience points each for talking with them. Why? I don't know. We don't gain any useful information. It's just kind of story related where it's like, oh, they basically give you their best wishes, and by giving you their best wishes, you gain experience. That's how it works, you know, right? Oh my goodness, something bad happened. Oh no, anything we can do to help? Nah, there's nothing you can do to help. Okay, well, good luck to you. And 500 experience basically gives it to us. Hopefully it gives us a level up as well. Don't ask, 500 experience points. We hit level 6! Fantastic. It's good to hit that level 6 mark, get the save in, because with that, we're going to call it a part right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I do hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings, and we will catch you all on the next part.